Hey guys, Ethan here. In my last video, I listed the first 4 of 8 books that I've either read more than once, given away as gifts, or recommended to other people, and maybe all of the above. If you haven't seen that video yet, go back and check it out first, because I do list them in a certain order that I encountered them in my life. And here's the continuation of that list, again in chronological order from my first encounter with each book until the most recent. Make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video, because I also have a few bonus books and honorable mentions that I'm going to give you. So number 4 is the EMyth Revisited: Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It by Michael Gerber. And when our business was much smaller, I could have my hand in every aspect of the business. But as we grew, the need for systems became much more prevalent. Now, the overall premise of Michael Gerber's classic book is that every business should document and operate by systems, as if it were going to become a franchise. Even if the business has no plans to become a franchise, every business should still operate in this way. That's what makes it scalable. Now, this book inspired us to create an operations manual for every department in our company. And every area of your business should be so well documented with step-by-step procedures that in theory, you could go grab anyone off the street and hand them the manual and they can do the job just as effectively as the next person. Now, this is a major step in growing from the technician, which every business owner starts out as the technician doing the work, to becoming the manager, and then to becoming the entrepreneur. The next book is Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Now, I want to warn you, this is another book that could be dangerous if used for evil and manipulation. So Dr. Cialdini is an expert in the field of psychology and persuasion. And Influence examines why people say yes and breaks it down into these 6 fundamental principles. The first is reciprocation. If someone does something nice for us, we feel obligated to return the favor. The second principle is commitment and consistency. Once we have publicly committed to something, we will alter our behavior to continue appearing that way to others. The third principle is social proof. If I see that 100,000 other people like something, like say a video, then that signals to me that, oh, this must be good, and I'll spend my time on it. The fourth principle is liking. Quite plainly, the more we like someone, the more likely we are to say yes to them. The fifth principle is authority. We tend to follow people who are dressed with authority. Say they're wearing a uniform or a lab coat or a badge or a 3-piece suit. These signal to us that we should follow these people. The sixth principle is scarcity. We are naturally more attracted to things that seem difficult to possess because we assume that they must have higher value. So I've had my team study this book over and over. We use these tools to constantly improve our sales and marketing language, our brand image, our customer service, and our company culture. The next book is 2-Second Lean: How to Grow People and Build a Fun, Lean Culture at Work and Home by Paul Akers. Now, this book is a lot of fun. The author speaks with such high energy, and he truly lives and breathes the efficient lifestyle that he teaches. See, 2-Second Lean is all about doing things in the most efficient way possible and the continuous, ongoing improvement of these processes. Now, the Japanese word for that is kaizen. That means continuous, ongoing improvement. Now, if you look around our office, you'll see these posters of the 8 wastes that plague every company: overproduction, overprocessing, excess inventory, defects, transportation, wasted motion, waiting time, unused employee genius. Every time you reduce one of these wastes, it makes your business more lean, more efficient, and therefore more profitable. So we implemented this in our company and asked every team member to commit the first 30 minutes of every day to making some type of improvement in their department. Sweep, sort, standardize. Those are the 3 S's. Now, that all the improvement has to do is shave 2 seconds off the time that it takes you to complete a routine task. Now, it might be as simple as, say, moving your trash can from one corner of the room to another, thus reducing wasted motion. So those little 2-second improvements add up every day, multiple times a day. And before you know it, one person is able to do the work of 2 people without feeling overwhelmed. So real talk, in our business, one major effect this had for us is just by rearranging the machines and the hoops and the materials in our production department, we were able to increase output by 40% without needing to hire any more people, work any more hours, or buy any more machines. Now, 2-second lean applies to more than just business. You can also adopt this lifestyle in your home life and in your travel. So my number 1 book on this list, because it's the most recent, is called Code of the Extraordinary Mind: 10 Unconventional Laws to Redefine Your Life and Succeed on Your Own Terms. This is by Vishen Lakhiani. Now, reminder, this does not mean that Code of the Extraordinary Mind is my number 1 favorite book. It is simply the most recent book that I found myself reading actually 3 times now, and I have recommended it and given it away to several others. Now, Vishen is the founder of Mindvalley, one of the world's top education companies with over 500,000 students. And my key takeaways from this book are to transcend the culturescape. The culture we were born into imposes many rules upon us. Now, rules are code for bullshit rules. If we simply choose to ignore these rules and realize that they are BS, we can unlock our fullest potential in life. Rules like make good grades, get a good job, work long hours, etc. You have to do these things to be successful. In reality, there's no right or wrong way. It's just what culture or society says is true. That doesn't mean it's true for you. You can rewrite and bend reality, visualize and assume the future that you desire as if it has already happened, and recode yourself. My next takeaway is that you should model the habits and routines of high performers, and then that you should become unfuckwithable, which is a word that the author coined. It's when you're at peace with yourself and you have embraced your quest in this life and no negativity can affect you. Now, some honorable mentions that I promised you are the 10X Code by Grant Cardone, Good to Great by Jim Collins, Emotional Equations by Chip Conley, and The Road Less Stupid by Keith Cunningham. Now, this is a very, very powerful book that came out recently, and it's so powerful that I'm probably going to dedicate an entire video to it. Now, some of the common themes that I've noticed while creating this video are influence and persuasion, leadership, efficiency, independent thinking, breaking beyond societal rules and norms, and designing your best self. So I've seen these recurring themes in this list of books. Now, this is by no means an exhaustive list of the books that have impacted me. There are countless others. I just narrowed the scope down to the question of which books have I read more than once, recommended to others, or given as gifts. And these 8 books just made the top of the list. So I want to hear, what are some books in your life that fit this criteria? Please let me know in the comments, because I'm always looking for good book recommendations. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the button below and make sure to ring the bell so you'll get notified whenever I launch a new video. Also, be sure to check out some of these related videos, and I encourage you to share this with others if you have gained any value from it. Thank you for watching until the end. This is Ethan King, and I'll see you on the next video.